Hi, this is Dylan Russell, and welcome to Journalism 101 Week in Review for the week of October 13th to October 20th. I'm bringing you only the most interesting news from this hectic week, so let's get to it. A gas rush has transformed the vibrant hillside of rural northeast Pennsylvania into an oasis for drilling companies. The poor town of Montrose, Pennsylvania is going through a surprising economic surge because of the gas rush. Hotels are expanding, and housing rentals have more than doubled. But will this have negative consequences on the town? Narrow roads are starting to break down because of the heavy weights from all the trucks, and housing is becoming scarce and expensive. More and more residents are becoming homeless. Residents are also worried about the environmental harm that the drilling can do. Dee Stevens, a female worker for the well, quoted this: "The local residents feel threatened. We're doing our job, but they think we're tearing up the land. Obviously, we won't put it back as perfectly as Mother Nature made it, but we're doing the best we can." Miss Backer, owner of the inn at Montrose, quotes that, "At some point they will finish and go away. Times are rough, but if money's being made, sometimes everything else comes second." Did you commit the crime? Mr. Robert Weston knows that you did not. Robert Weston, a Bronx native, makes a living by finding people to fill in the police lineups for crimes, and it only costs $10. Weston quotes, "I never say no to money. If he needs a guy with a full beard, he knows someone. If he needs a middle-aged Latino to fill in, he knows a person who fits those specs as well." Instead of detectives scouring the depths of homeless shelters and street corners for the perfect person, they only need to report to Weston to find the people they need. But not everyone is satisfied with his work. Bronx homicide detective Luke Waters wrote in a court transcript earlier this year, "Every time I call him and tell him I need light-skinned Hispanics of that description, he always brings dark skin. He wants to make money as quick as he can, and when he brings them in, I don't like them. But they still turn to him because he is fast and effective, and in a pinch, he can appear in lineups with the others." Zanesville, Ohio turned into a zoo this past Tuesday as Terry and Marion Thompson's exotic animals on their 72-acre private reserve escaped. Wolves, monkeys, and Bengal tigers, which are a very endangered species, were running amok around the highways in Zanesville. Unfortunately, these animals had to be put down. What happened to the tranquilizers? Muskingum County Sheriff Matt Lutz said that a veterinarian tried to shoot a Bengal tiger with a tranquilizer, but the animal became enraged. Jack Hanna, director and owner of the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, helped authorities put down the animals because there simply was no choice. Many animal rights organizations have bashed the action of Lutz and his officers, but he states the officers don't usually carry tranquilizers, and they had no choice but to put the animals down. "I cannot have these animals running around the county." The exact number of animals killed is not certain yet, but about 60 have been reported dead. Sunday was a horrific day for not only IndyCar racing, but the whole racing community as a whole. Dan Wheldon, 33, and this year's Indy 500 winner, passed away in a fiery 15-car crash in the IndyCar season finale in Las Vegas. On the 12th lap, Wheldon's car went airborne after smashing into the slowed-down car in front of him. His car flipped into the catch fence. He was airlifted to the hospital, and he died 2 hours later. After the announcement of his death, a 5-lap tribute took place to pay respects to Dan Wheldon. He was well loved by the drivers and fans. "He was one of those special, special people from when he showed up first in IndyCar," said Dario Franchitti. "He was kind of brash, all that stuff, but he was a charmer. He was a charmer. Then he became this loving family guy who was still charming, but he had this whole new side to him." Wheldon, who was only a part-time racer this time, was competing in only his third race of the season. He was competing for a $5 million bonus if he had won. He will be fondly remembered by fans and the auto racing nation. Don't like the fact that Texas A&M has joined the SEC? Well, the University of Missouri just might be joining too. According to a direct official of the university, Missouri's decision to apply for membership to the SEC was inevitable and imminent. Meanwhile, the Big 12 continues to crumble. After losing Nebraska to the Big 10, Colorado to the Pac-12, and now Texas A&M to the SEC, Missouri wants to move to SEC to avoid being trapped in the Titanic called the Big 12. Missouri has never won a Big 12 football title, which makes a somewhat surprising addition to the powerhouse of a football conference that is the SEC, but they do add depth to basketball in the conference. The addition of Missouri also branches out the SEC's market to the Midwest. Missouri could start SEC play as early as 2012, but it's looking like they're most likely to start SEC play in 2013. Good luck, Missouri. You'll sure need it. After quite a week of news, that's all I have time for today. Tune in next week for Journalism 101 Week in Review. I'm Dylan Russell, and thank you for joining me. Mile on Secret Castle.